Hey, so this topic right here, don't expect too much content over it. I'm kind of just going with the flow right now, and I thought it'd be a pretty good talk, you know? So, we're gonna call this one taking an opportunity with a woman versus chasing her. And the reason I say don't expect much content over this, unless you guys are into this, but it's because, I'm not a woman, and that's not to bash or to say anything against, guys who are speaking on women, whether it be in real life or, more so, speaking on their experiences and, their thoughts on, modern day dating, modern day, culture with it when it comes to just attraction and stuff like that, and just kind of the downfall with it. You notice a bunch of men speaking about women and how, the whole dating culture has changed. And I can't argue with that. But then again, like I said before, I'm not a woman. I've had my experiences for sure, but you can't really sit here as a man, especially if you're kind of, more so speaking for those, you're a little, just a little, separate from the crowd. You may stand out, from the majority of people who kind of have the same, the same aura, kind of, So with that being said, yeah, let's go ahead and touch on this. I'm gonna call this one taking an opportunity with a woman versus chasing her. Now, before we begin, I just thought I'd make it clear that this channel right here is not Red Pill. This is not a Red Pill channel, okay? This is not Alpha Dude, okay? This is not Monk Mode. This is not MGTOW. This is not any of that, okay? So I just thought I'd say that. So let's go ahead and make this kind of plain and simple. And this is just from personal experience. Why taking an opportunity is much more a better way than chasing a woman. And what I mean by chasing a woman is when you're going out of your way to talk to her, or going out of your way to get a date, kind of like that college stuff, where you're like, oh, bro, let's go talk to her. And that stuff ain't a big deal. It is college. You're just doing what you do. There ain't no problem with that. But more so for those of you who get older, now you're about to approach your 30s, And I think this is a good vid for those of you who, you're still in your younger 20s, When it comes to taking an opportunity with a woman versus chasing her, taking an opportunity is much more, it's much more real. It's much more authentic. It's much more willing to work, because an opportunity is that energy, attraction, connection, versus chasing is, you're feeling a moment and you're going out of your way for wanting a desire, kind of. Taking an opportunity with a woman obviously is much more risky because it's in the moment. But when it comes down to it, and this is speaking from experience, even if it means having to sacrifice or take a huge risk, in which a huge risk was taken, you are going to see the outcome play much more in your favor, because it's much more authentic and is much more real based upon the way you guys met within that opportunity. And that opportunity is kind of like a universal thing where you guys match this kind of, it sounds corny. You hear a lot of people say, but you match like this frequency, kind of like this energy, and it's an actual connection you can feel with an opportunity. So it's much easier to see that she actually cares about you. It's much more easier to see, like, okay, this is a chance where it's just me and her, and you don't have to worry about another dude, or you don't have to worry about any of that. It's you can really show this woman who you are. And when it comes down to taking an opportunity, you can see things much more crystal clear. Like if this woman is willing to be by your side, if she's willing to be a teammate with you and work with teamwork, if she's willing to support your business and your career and your goals, And most importantly, if she's just a motivating and caring woman, and you know she knows what to do already, you don't have to ask her to do anything. She's right. You guys are a team, you know. So what am I trying to get out of this vid real quick, right? Is that, yo, if you're a dude right now, no matter what age, and this is a vid for anyone, yo, and you come across an opportunity, and what I mean by an opportunity is that you get this, is not even a feeling. You can see that there's like it's a situation where it's like, okay, you got to do it now, because if you don't, you're going to miss out on it. And you can see that she's showing interest. And anywhere you meet her, you know, in this situation, it could be in a city of millions of people, and it's almost like it was a glitch the way you guys met. It was real, you know. And the reason I say take this opportunity and do not be afraid is because, man, I'm gonna be honest with you guys, the way things are going right now, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. It's a wrap with the dating, with the new modern day dating. You know, I know a lot of you are just a wide range of ages, you know, but things are very different now. Things are much more technological advanced. You got these new apps that pair people together based upon what they like and all this stuff, and it's some new stuff where if you are really gonna try to go out of your way, especially just being a more, you know, like I said, a person who's kind of just stands out from the crowd a bit, you know, it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough to just go out of your way to try to find someone that you think you're gonna match with. It's really not gonna work like that. You know, just the way new things are, man. Like I said before, it'll be very, very rare that you'll hear content over this, because you know, it's hard to know what's going through women nowadays, man. There can be, you could be someone who thinks you're somewhat attractive, you know, and you've been with attractive women, so it's not like you're bad looking, you know, but it'll be situations where you could even have women come like around you, and you're kind of like thinking to yourself like, well, what's like, are you into me, or like what's kind of going on? But you can kind of now see, especially nowadays, right, just the way things are going, that the women do not care about you, men, us at all, really. In 2024, this is just the way I'm looking at it. This is my personal take. You guys can disagree if you want, but I personally believe women are definitely taking the more I want to be a leader role. They're definitely taking the more independent role. It's almost like they're kind of in secret competition with men a little bit. It's kind of just, you know, a little bit. You know, maybe that's just the way I'm looking at it. But basically what I'm trying to say is, yo, women, they don't need a man. They don't need them. Not the way things are going now. If a woman wants to just work out, look really good, and, you know, they've got their ways of, you know, getting attention, and you know, you can make money off attention nowadays and stuff like that, then they're gonna do it, and they don't need a man really. And they're gonna look for the type of man that's gonna suit whatever it is that they're doing. So woman is obviously a broad word, and another reason I choose to kind of speak on this topic is just because you will have these red pill alpha dudes who speak on women, and that's all their channel be, is speaking about women, right? And for the most part, I actually don't agree with a lot of things they say. Or how they, you know, you gotta have abs and muscles and stuff like that. To be honest with you, I really don't think they care about that. I really do think it's an connective energy thing. I truly do believe your awareness is gonna change the way someone will look at you. And that may sound weird, like, well, how can awareness change the way you look? Awareness is not a physical characteristic, but it ties into that, though. It ties into that. An opportunity later down the road is definitely going to be your better option, even if it means you having to hop over all these crazy obstacles just to really be with this person, because you can tell the connection is on point. I'm telling you guys right now, if you see an opportunity, and it doesn't matter where you're at, and there could be eye contact, it could be just anything that's showing that she's showing interest, and you're interested, and it's that connection. Is almost like you guys just you literally gravitated towards each other is what happened. That literally happened. You gravitated towards each other. Then take that opportunity and make it work 100%, because that's 100%. You skip all the nonsense. You skip the dating apps. You skip the, oh, I wonder if she's, no, you're with her right there and then. A face-to-face interaction with a woman in the first meeting is always the best way it should go. I'm telling you, that's how the best ones were always that way, 100%, you know. And versus chasing her is kind of the new thing right now, the dating apps. That's, even if it works, you know, and that's not to say it won't work, you know. A lot of us come from a different, background. A lot of us are different ages. Some of you are reaching up there in age, and you're kind of worrying a bit, like, oh, I don't want to be alone forever, blah blah blah. But it's really about the opportunity. It's about knowing where you're at. Are you ready? And an opportunity is not about being ready. You weren't ready when you took this opportunity, but it was worth it. And you're not supposed to worry about whether it went north or south. That's not the point. In opportunity, you're always going to learn and gain more from an opportunity compared to chasing. Because when you're chasing, you're going after a want, you're going after a desire. So whatever the outcome is from chasing, you're not going to learn compared to the opportunity. You get what I'm saying? So yeah, nowadays it really is just coming down to the wire. It really is a wrap. And I'm just kind of just putting this message out there for any of you out there you may be currently single and maybe you want someone. Well, I think you should just kind of just focus, make sure you're at where you want to be, because an opportunity is always going to hit you when you're not ready. That is a fact. So always be ready. Always be ready. You never know what's going to happen tomorrow. You could possibly stumble upon a wonderful woman tomorrow that can help you, and make sure that connection is there. Make sure, you see, you can, and with an opportunity, you can always see, like, yeah, I can make this work. You can always see through. It's much easier to see through with an opportunity than chasing, where chasing, you have way too much other people involved. And not only that, with chasing, you're going to allow other people in this woman's life to validate whether you were the right one for her or not, compared to an opportunity. You can show her right there and then what you're about, and it's all about you two, So yeah, that's really all I wanted to say with this vid. Taking an opportunity with a woman versus chasing her. The opportunity route, you're usually going to find this opportunity, obviously, when you're busy doing your own thing, and it's unconsciously going to hit you probably when you're not ready, so don't ever even think about it. But chasing a woman nowadays, unless you really got your stuff ready, unless you really got yourself, do what you're going to do. This video isn't to tell anyone what to do, but you kind of already can see what to expect or what the outcome can be, where at the end of the day, guys, an opportunity is more so a much more real connection, and is much more pure, and I guarantee you'll probably be more happy with this person too. So that's it for now, and let me know what you guys thought about the video, and I hope you have a good night. Thank you.